So I'm gonna go from your favorite to your least favorite.
The Hobgoblin. Here come the Hobgoblin.
Going to the role player. Going to the
role player.
We're going to whatever that you got for Miss Charlotte Flair. Let's do her 5. So I'll go first again. For Miss Flair, I have, now I know this is recent, but I'm going to say it. I got to give it to the Rhea match at WrestleMania 39 because I was so into that shit. I was into it like, Lord, Rhea better win, Rhea better win, Rhea better win. And when she did, I fucking barked and I was happy as hell. The match was great too. Yeah, I was saying, but again, now for people saying the Rhea and Charlotte match was the best women's wrestling match of all time, I think that's a hard claim to make. It's maybe top 5, but I don't think it's the best. I still think Brooklyn is number 1. You talking about pure women's wrestling matches? I still say Brooklyn's number 1, but it's top 5 definitely. It's top 5 definitely women's wrestling matches of all time.
You know what? I've always had the criticism of it, probably because, I'm basically one of the ones on my list. Rhea versus Charlotte is on my list, but not this encounter, the first encounter between the two. I think it was 36 during COVID.
Yep.
I prefer that one over this one personally. Because this one to me was just a spot fest. Just spot. And I get it. It was high impact and it was faster. It was more faster paced than what we got before. So that's why I think a lot of people prefer this one over the other one. But yeah, I go with the other Mania one because it's more scientific. Her breaking Rhea down piece by piece. I prefer that one, even though the person I didn't want to win won. I was like, I rewatched that one more than I rewatched this one. So I go with the other Rhea match. But again, y'all know my criticism. I said immediately after, I was like, that shit was just spot. That's all it was, y'all. But everybody rock with it. So hey.
It worked, man. It worked. I get your criticism. of it, but for me, I really, really love the match. And again, the fact that Rhea finally got her victory over Charlotte was just...
I think that's what does it. I think because Rhea won, people are a bit more forgiving because we've seen the bullshit time and time again with Charlotte. So Rhea finally winning, people like, all right, we can forgive that it was just spot at the spot forever. We can forgive that.
But going on again, actually, I think it's raining now, but anyway, let me see. So I got Rhea, Ronda from Survivor Series 2018. Even though it ended in DQ, I love how hard hitting that match was between the two. Those two were physical as fuck with each other in that first match Charlotte and Ronda had. I mean,
that almost made my list too. It almost made my list too. Like I love that one as well. It's easily in my top 10 Charlotte one, so easily.
Yeah.
Because it helped both out. Ronda had this criticism that she couldn't do shit without it being choreographed. They give her Charlotte, and people kind of got off her ass for a bit. But then she fucks it up by crying on Twitter the next day because everybody was cheering her getting her ass whooped. So.
All right. Got to give it to Becky at Evolution because the feud and just everything that match meant going into it, and the match itself was great. So got to give it to Becky at Evolution, and Becky finally getting putting an end to the Charlotte feud. That's great. So definitely that. Well, I already said the Sasha match was the same one from Raw. So.
Right.
And I know you're going to hate this one because the wrong person won. But for me, I got to give it to the Asuka match at WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
The wrong person won, but can't deny that match was great.
Right. Okay. Let me run through mine because my list, we got some of the same ones. Asuka, Mania, the first encounter. Even though the wrong person won, which was some bullshit, and we still feeling the effects of that bullshit. Yeah, Asuka. Becky at Evolution, to me, is her best showing, without question. The Mania 32 triple threat with Bayley and Sasha.
Really? I didn't put that on there.
Yeah, I had to look because it was like Charlotte. No one can say shit about her catalog.
Yeah, that's great. But to me, Charlotte's matches, she's gotten better as time has gone on.
She has.
I couldn't. Now, if I was in the top 10, probably that would maybe be up there. But
I think it's because it's like, okay, we got 3 of the Horsewomen there. You know, obviously one's missing, but to see them in a Mania spot, I don't know. I get it though, because it's like you could argue that the NXT match deserves a better spot, but it's just like when you think of that 32 match, she's kind of the highlight of it. You know, aside from Sasha basically down there killing herself to carry it in the opening parts, but her throwing that moonsault on them, all sorts of stuff she did, it was like, man, so yeah, when you think of Mania 32 in that match, that highlight of her hitting that moonsault pops into your head immediately, you know. As well as Sasha with 80s trunks on and Chavo having a cow about the next day and everything. So,
her coming out Brawl Splash, yeah, I can see that.
Which is funny because, yeah, I've never seen someone complain about someone else's legacy so much more than Chavo does it. But that's his uncle, we get it, but like, damn, man. He do that more than Bum B do Pimp C. But let me see. The Rhea match, like I said, the first one during COVID. It was more scientific and there was more storytelling to it. So I prefer that one, even though the wrong person won. Let me see. And the last one, Sasha. The Raw one where Sasha beat her finally. Threw the bank statement on the guardrail and tapped her out.
Well, that's the same match I talked about. That's the Falls Count Anywhere.
Nah. That's the one. The one I'm talking about was in August when Sasha finally beat her. The Falls Count Anywhere, unless we are talking about the same one, because originally
she topped her out on the guardrail. She had her and tapped her out on the guardrail.
Yeah. That's when she finally beat her for the first time. That's the
Falls Count Anywhere match that happened in North Carolina.
Yeah, because it started off as one match. They got double DQ, and then they had to restart it. So, yeah, we got the same one again.
Falls Count Anywhere match from North Carolina. I remember it.
All right.
Because it happened in this state. I'm never going to forget that.
Yeah. I was happy. Oh, yeah, then Ric Flair came down at the end.
Flair came out.
I was clowning her about that shit. Yeah. I was clowning that role play about that shit. But yeah, that's my top 5 Charlottes. No one can take anything away from her as an in-ring competitor. Please go away for a while. And it's going to be a mini Charlotte rant. When Sasha get hurt, everybody wanted to come back. When Bayley tore her ACL and was gone for a year, everybody wanted Bayley back. When Becky got pregnant, everybody wanted Becky back. But lo and behold, Charlotte disappears for how many months? Not a soul wanted that role player back. I'm just putting that out there. She need to go away for a while.
That's the one thing about the summer. These summer storms pop up out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, I don't know how this weather's going to be. So let me kind of roll through Becky and
Gotcha.
Becky. Let's keep it rolling.